So, well, you're back in the UK again. So, what's it like for you playing over here?
I think it's always been quite good. Before the first time we got here, we heard like this horror stories how difficult the audience here can be, and it wasn't nothing like that for us. We had a really good audience already. The first time that we were here in London a few years ago. So we've always had good shows here. So in England or in Scotland. We've actually never played Wales. Last year we tried, but
first time here today then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the audience is that much different here. I think everyone, we're all from England. We all just pile in. Anyway. So you had vodka on your last album. Are you working through different alcoholic beverages every album you do?
No, just we used to be quite a big beer drinkers in the past, and we had songs like Beer there. Then we have changed from we have changed our drinking habits a bit. I think we are drinking more vodka nowadays, so I think it's only natural. Because the rule is that you should only write about things that you know. So that's how you.
You're not going to move on to gin or something next time?
No, not really. But gin and tonic works always, but it doesn't really sound so catchy as beer or vodka.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what have you been keeping yourselves busy with then since the summer?
We've done some touring. And then, we did a Pagan Fest Europe, actually with the Apocalyptic Writer, and then we've actually had a break now for a past month or so. No shows, except like in Poland or the one in Poland, but not much like that. We've been we had some problems with the management and the booking agent, and we have been sort of pulling all the strings back together. And now and we had to for example, for those reasons we had to postpone the South American tour that we had planned, and but it's always good now at least. We've been basically working quite a lot, but not really doing nothing visible to the audience.
Yeah. You do tour a lot. I mean, does touring get you down sometimes if you tour too much, or can you not be bothered sometimes?
No, not really. Like being on tour, like driving in a bus around Europe or USA or whatever, that's quite relaxing time. I think these one-off shows that you fly in and fly out, they are much more annoying or tiring, because then you spend an awful lot of time traveling just for one show. But then again, we arrived here a day early and we spent a night in London, which was a good bonus.
Watching Sonata Arctica. Did you enjoy them?
Yeah.
For the record. So, you've just released your new album this summer. How has that been received?
I think the reception has been like it's always been with our albums. The critics complain that it's always the same, and the fans go and buy it regardless of what the critics say. I don't think I've ever really read or heard a bad review on our albums. Like no one has ever said that this is total shit. But many people say that they don't understand the album though. But that's this Finnish writer who writes for the biggest Finnish music magazine. It's always the same person reviewing our album. And it's quite clear that he doesn't really get the band. He just doesn't understand that. And now, finally, after 3 or 4 reviews, he finally admitted it in his review that, okay, I have to admit I don't understand this band. and then he went on that, but there probably has to be something good in this, since so many people like this.
Do you think you need to have had some alcohol to understand the band then?
Yeah, but I mean, like like getting in the mood with songs like Vodka or Beer or whatever, or Happy Little Boo, so it probably requires a bit of alcohol in your blood, or a bit of blood in your alcohol. But the album, as the previous albums as well, they have a different side as well, which is all not the. It's not only the vodka or party album. So I think you can actually enjoy the album, some songs of the album, without alcohol as well.
Now, I was going to touch on what you said about the critics saying that your albums are always the same. I mean, have you ever thought about doing something different, or changing your style a little bit in some way?
I think our style has changed during the years. I think for example, the new album is way heavier and slower than what the first albums were. So I think it's changing, not totally, but I think it's developing to some direction at least. It's always to say that for some bands, it's always everybody is always asking that, or complaining that they're always the same, they're not changing. And then you have AC/DC, you have Motorhead, and nobody's asking Lemmy to change. So, not that I'm comparing us to him, but
we get the point.
Yeah.
So, you said that you are quite a popular band in the UK now, and the UK has a big binge drinking problem. Do you think that's why you're so popular? Is it the other way around? That we are the reason why you have the problem. Maybe, but Korpiklaani is associated with alcohol quite a lot, and I've been asking questions about alcohol. The rest of it, do you get annoyed when people ask about the associations between Korpiklaani and alcohol all the time?
No, not really. Well, it does, because I would like to the people understand that there is the different side to the music as well. There is this sort of Finnish tradition, or the different side of us is about the Finnish traditions, the Finnish culture that has nothing to do with alcohol or drinking. It's totally different parts, but I do understand that it is way easier to enjoy songs like Happy Little Boo when you get drunk and you can dance to that song and sing along. So people enjoy different things.
So, Korpiklaani has been around for quite a long time now. How do you think the folk metal scene has changed since you started, with all these new popular bands coming along playing folk metal?
I don't really follow the scene that much. I only see the bands or hear the bands when we play together. At least in Central Europe, in German-speaking countries, you can see that there's a huge amount of bands that call themselves folk metal, and they all sound and look exactly the same. It's quite I don't know. I think we have the difference that we like to think that but the difference between us and many of the other bands, the folk metal bands, is that they are metal bands that play some folk melodies, and our roots are entirely in the traditional folk music, and the metal part was added later. So I think there's quite a big difference in that. But as I said, I don't follow the scene that much. I only I don't know, because like we did the Pagan Fest. I don't know if I don't, for example, know what's the difference when some bands call themselves folk metal, the others call themselves pagan metal, the others are Viking metal, and it's all the same to me.